Fine, you let them choose their the kind of society ka role what they want to be. That's so stupid. Like like they go male female. Are you freaking?
Yeah, it's okay about that. Okay, hi guys, we're back. We're shooting this video in the PG. This is where we usually have our.
So what does PG stand for, Wesser?
I know.
Prem Gali.
Yeah. Okay, so this is where we usually have our coffee and chai in the morning. It's where we come first thing in the morning. We spend like an hour here just talking, catching up. Yeah. And it's currently 9:30. We have our class starting in half an hour. And we're too lazy to go to the third floor to shoot our video, so we've decided to answer a question here, make a video right here. Yeah. So the question we'll be answering today is inter versus A-levels. Like, should you do
like
inter or A-levels after
O-level students?
Especially for O-levels.
Okay, if you're done with your O-levels, uske baad should you continue with your A-levels or should you shift to inter?
Okay. So inter versus A-levels. Okay, we gotta make one thing clear before we start off this video. Inter, whether you do inter A-levels or whether you do it after O-levels or whether you do it after metric, whatever you do, the journey is hard. It doesn't matter what route you take, the journey is hard. Okay? Like, we gotta make this clear. You have to put this in your head. It's not an easy journey and you're gonna face...
sometimes.
And it's not
you just don't have to give up उसको.
Yeah.
आगे बढ़ते रहना है, आगे जाते रहना है, constant hard work करना है, give up नहीं करना बस. सही, इस बात को ज़हन में रख के चलना आगे. सही है. So let's start if you continue with your A-levels.
A-levels.
सही. So what will be the pros?
We're talking about a student who just finished their O-levels and they're confused on whether they should do inter or A-levels. Okay, there is no correct answer to this. Okay, if you're pursuing medicine, many people would say that it would be easier if you do inter. There's this myth that you lose 10% off your equivalency. There is some truth to that, but it's not completely true.
10% और 10% नहीं करते. एक दफ़ा ये myth इधर clear कर देते हैं.
Yeah.
10% नहीं करते, but basically क्या होता है कि for someone who does A level आपका max जो grade आता है वो A steric होता है. And जब आप equivalency बनवाने जाते हैं तो A steric is not 95%, it's 90% count होता है. और अगर इंटर का कोई बहुत अच्छा स्टूडेंट है, he can score more than 90%, like 92, 95%. So इस तरह से एक maximum A level percentage आपकी आ जाती है 90% और इंटर की maximum 100 तक जा सकती है.
Yeah, that's the difference. Yeah.
सही.
And another thing is that
कि इंटर वालों का एक फेवर ये होता है कि जो 2 साल आप पढ़ते हैं वही आगे आपके एंट्री टेस्ट का सिलेबस होता है.
Yeah, it's the same syllabus.
Yeah. So
Okay.
अलग चीज़ नहीं पढ़नी होती आपको, आप ऑलरेडी उससे फेमिलियर होते हैं जो आ रहा होता है आपके एंट्री टेस्ट में. So it just helps you. But
Okay.
what's there for A levels?
The advantage of doing A-levels is that, in my opinion, it makes you a better student in terms of concept. Like, you build better concepts. Yeah, just wait a second. The ambulance.
सही, start.
Yeah, so it makes you a better student. It gives you better concepts. It gives you a better studying habit, I guess. Because you have to put in more effort. We're not trying to offend FSC or the system, nothing like that. It's just like that's how we take it as. And another advantage of doing A-levels is that once you've done O-levels, it's easier continuing A-levels because you're used to the system, you're used to the textbook.
You're familiar with the CIE examinations वगैरह.
Yeah, you're used to it. So that really helps a lot.
Yeah.
And you.
This is an important factor. Because I've seen many of my colleagues
who switched
to inter and then they just had this slump
because they couldn't cope up with the change, they couldn't adjust. So maybe the change environment would be too much that you can't succeed. You might not be able to fulfill your maximum potential. So it might be better doing A-levels because you're already familiar with it, so it won't be as hard. Yeah. And I think another advantage of doing A-levels is that you have, in my opinion, more options. Like, you can go abroad, or you
not
can...
even abroad. अगर इधर के हिसाब से भी सोचें, so you have more options.
Like
you can take maths along with bio.
Yeah.
You can have your options open.
It's more flexible. You can have different subject combinations, so you can also aim for medical as well as the business universities. So that is a major advantage. But another advantage of doing intro or FSC is that it is financially much more affordable. What do you think?
Compared to A levels.
A levels is costly. It is costly. If you get 100% scholarship in A levels, many colleges do offer that. Then like that is a good thing. We've had scholarships, but
You need to be realistic at this point.
yeah.
So, yeah. Sure.
So yeah.
And a lot of you have been asking कि A level student के कितने chance होते हैं in entering a government medical university. But chance होता है. We're both from A level background. We are here in Dow. But statistically speaking, A levels के majority students जो होते हैं वो आपके self finance पे हो जाते हैं क्योंकि of course entry test में clear करना intermediate students के लिए आसान होता है compared to A level students. सही है. उसके अलावा equivalency के थोड़े से factors आ जाते हैं. But this does not mean कि A level students नहीं आते. We have seen A level students in the top 25 for batch. सही है. So if you work hard, 100% chance है कि आप आ जाए. Like, but you need to work hard. You need to do your best.
Yeah, and it is one fact, like obviously if you're a genius, whether you do A levels or into it doesn't really matter, you're gonna end up here anyways. It just, you should choose a system you think you would better adjust in and you would be more comfortable in. Because you don't want to spend 2 years adjusting yourself. You won't be able to, you won't achieve much academically if you're just spending the whole time trying to adjust. So keep that in mind.
और एक बात आप लोगों को याद रखनी जो अभी O levels कर चुके हैं या फिर जिन्होंने अभी मैट्रिक किया है, एक बात याद रखनी है और इस बात को दिमाग में रख के चलना है. ये जो आपके 2 साल आगे के आ रहे हैं ना, इंटरमीडिएट क्या है A levels के, ये आपकी ज़िंदगी के लिए बहुत इंपॉर्टेंट है. They can define your whole career. So don't give up. जो कुछ भी हो, just try to work hard and hard and hard. Do your best and just hope for the best.
Yeah. So this is it for today, I guess. We'll post the previous A-level VS intro videos in the description box. You can watch it if you want. Do follow us on Instagram. We'll be sharing the Ziauddin video in the description box, and yeah, just stay updated.
If you liked it, do press the like button, share it, subscribe it, and that's it. Best of luck.